Well, hello there. Don here, from the Patriot Media Group and United Patriots of Michigan. Coming at you with current events and what we think about them, and kind of giving you our insight as to what's happening around the world. And I kind of want to come at you kind of impromptu. If you look behind me, you notice that the green screen's not set up and not doing anything fancy like I do on some of the other platforms. Just coming at you with something that really struck me today as I was listening to the news. And, you know, things as they're coming around on major media. And, you know, of course I listen to Fox, which most of you probably do. And I tried to listen to MSNBC and, you know, CBS and NBC and ABC and all those other platforms for as long as I can until my brain just goes into, you know, BS overload. But something occurred to me just in about like the last hour or so is I was just kind of like, you know, winding down. It's about 11:30 here in the Eastern Seaboard. And something occurred to me. And that is I'm starting to ask myself now, as I try to ask my friends around me, and some of my friends that are liberal and also even my conservative friends, what kind of country do you want to grow up in? And more importantly, what kind of a country do you want your children to grow up in? You know, there's an awful lot of liberal people out there right now that are espousing all kinds of bullshit things, excuse my French, about, you know, this transgenderism and, you know, gender mutilation and all the stuff they're doing to the kids these days. You know, aged, what, 8 to 13? Aged 8 to 13, I was playing football, and I didn't even know which way to put on my cup or which way was the front of my shoulder pads, let alone whether I was a boy or a girl. I mean, I don't understand. All I know is that this is not the country that I grew up in. And if you're probably under 40, you may not understand this because, you know, we didn't have participation trophies. If you failed, you failed. If you got your ass kicked, you got your ass kicked. There wasn't, you know, you either won or lost, and you learned how to accept defeat. You didn't, you know, figure that, you know, everything is hunky-dory and the whole world gets a hug. It's not the way it works. And, you know, they've tried to push that down our throat for the last couple of years, and you see what's happening. You see what's happening right now in all of our major cities with the crime waves and what's going on. And even though, you know, our current administration, Joe Biden, and all of his cronies are, you know, saying that it doesn't exist, all you have to do is look anywhere. Even nowadays, you can even look in mainstream media and see that the border is a crisis. Inflation's at the highest rates in 40 years. Gas prices are unprecedented. I mean, I can't even afford to fill up my truck anymore. It's now like, you know, $30, $20. It's ridiculous. All I know is that this is not the country that I grew up in. And if you're over 40, this is not the country that you grew up in. And if you're under 40, you were probably fighting for a country or had a concept of a country. This can't be your concept in any way, shape, or form. I just don't get it. All I know is that, you know, we have 8 children between us and 3 grandchildren, and I hope and pray, if you've watched any of my videos, I hope and pray that at some point that they actually get a chance to grow up in the same country that I did. And what we're doing right now is not the kind of country that I grew up in. So I want to put this out there. If you're over 40, we did everything that we thought that we could. Or if you were like me, between 40 and 50, you just weren't paying attention. You thought that the government would take care of everything, all the way up to probably 50. I thought that everybody was just going to, the government was going to take care of everything for us, that we trusted them, and that everything was just going to be fine. I wasn't paying that much attention. That's not how it is anymore. How it is now is that they have bastardized, they have stolen, they have raped us, they've taken everything, they've betrayed our trust. And it's gotten to the point now where if we don't fight, who's going to? This is nothing against the Gen X, Gen Z, millennials. Don't take it personal, but quite frankly, I don't think half of you people are paying attention. And if you are, you're storming down the streets and you're throwing rocks at the cops, and not even realizing that the fact that you can actually do that is because tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people laid down their lives so that you would have the right to do that. Because our forefathers fought to escape tyranny and oppression from governments that wouldn't allow them to do that. And over 200 years now, we've been fighting in this country. Every soldier that's ever laid down his life, every politician who's fought for the just cause. And trust me, I'm not talking about probably 50% of the politicians these days, but every politician's ever gotten involved in office, and I am an elected official. You look over my shoulder right there, there's my notice that I got elected. The whole thing being is that this is not, when I look out through the media eye and see what this country's becoming right now, I'm not only afraid and ashamed, I'm just disgusted. And I don't honestly know what to do or how I can help it. Well, these videos are something that I think I can do. Running for office was something that I thought I could do, a minor impact. Being involved with some of the local political causes that I do, like conventions of states, is something that I thought would have an impact, and we're working on it. But the thing is that if any of you left-wingers, and I'm sorry, anybody under 40, with the exception of my conservative friends, if you look deep in your heart, is this the country that you want your children to grow up in when you look out the window and see what you see right now? Especially if you're living in California and the West Coast and you see this whatever, what you're seeing out there. Is this what you fought for? Is this what your parents fought for? Your grandparents? Whatever. Those are my thoughts. This saddens me. That's my 10 minutes this week. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, smash the like or the dislike. If you're on a Rumble, please share. Any of the other platforms, you know what to do. Give us a little love, give us a little help. For Patriot Media Group and UnitedPatriotsOfMichigan.com, this is Don, signing off. See ya.